What if you could literally see where the big money is planning to trade before it happens? Today, I'm going to break down the CoinGlass liquidity heat map, this tool smart traders use to track market pressure and avoid breakouts. I am Vibes for Problem in Crypto. In this video, I will be showing you how to read the heat map like a pro and use it to find stronger entries, better exits, and more confident trades. As you can see right here, the liquidity heat map actually shows us where the liquidity is being drawn, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, the market is drawn to liquidity. Wherever is liquidity at, the market is drawn to it. So the liquidity heat map actually outlines where the liquidity is so that we know where the market could be drawn to. For example, as you can see with Bitcoin, this is Bitcoin right here. As you can see with Bitcoin right here, ladies and gentlemen, liquidity is all this part that's yellow. And as you can see, there's a lot of liquidity above us, so below us. But I'm looking for BCT to attract this liquidity. As you can see, as long as you see where the market is being pulled by the liquidity, you have a good path because the market follows liquidity, and the liquidity heat map CoinGlass actually helps us to see that. It actually helps us to actually be prepared and know where the liquidity grab is going to be, because a lot of people go into trades, they go into certain buy setups without noticing that the particular trade that they're taking in, there could be a quick liquidity grab that will force them to be out of their trade and also be not able to use it. Not that only CoinGlass gives you the advantage to actually search BCT only. It actually gives you a variety of certain a lot of pairs that you can get from different exchanges. Not only that, but not only that, but also it will show you different type. You can actually see different types. All of the cryptocurrencies that you have can actually check on their liquidity heat map and how they are doing. And as you can see, you can also check long, short trade, whatever the bias you want. For example, let's take long. As you can see, you can choose between long, short trade analysis. If you are perfectly fine with it, you can set for the duration for how, for example, this is the 24-hour liquidity heat map. So if you had to change it to 48 hours, for example, so that you know what type of different time frame you are playing with. As you can see, it's quite different. This is the 48-hour liquidity heat map, and as you can see, there's so much of liquidity above us, not below us, but above us. So the market should be drawn to this type of areas where there is much better liquidity. With CoinGlass, you can also check how many liquidations have also happened so that you are aware. So as you can see, there's liquidations. You can check out the markets here, whereby you can check literally. CoinGlass gives you everything. Before I go on to liquidations, I want to move on to here first. As you can see, there is so many things you can get. You can get cryptocurrencies, liquidity, gain, losses, sports inflows, everything that is happening in the markets. This is a very good tool that I advise every single trader to have. If you want to have a good edge on your market trading, there's a lot of things that you can use, a lot of news that you can gain that could use advantage to your trading advantage despite whatever you trade in, as you can see. And they have, you can get updated in terms of the the ETFs, the inflows, because they also have a significant impact on our trading journey. So to check on that, and also you got a lot of things that you can use. As you can see, there is a lot of tools that you can use as a trader, but I will start by you understanding the liquidity heat map, that it gives you liquidity that the market's going to be drawn to. If you're going to use it, then it's going to help you a lot because you are going where the liquidity is. If you're not, then you're playing against the market. So you got all the markets here. You got exchanges whereby you can go to any exchanger you want to check directly. If you can check directly, like how many liquidations is going on a certain exchanger, you can. Then of course you have open interest, you have fund rates, you have your liquidity map, your liquidity. So your liquidations, let's go to liquidations and just tap into liquidations a bit. I want to show you liquidations properly. The liquidation heat map also helps you to see how the market has been doing in overall. I will just make a quick, as you can see here, the liquidity heat map shows you how cryptocurrencies have been doing in terms of liquidations, how many liquidations have been happening between shorts and long. And as a trader, you need to know this. As you can see here, the total liquidations in 1 hour, 13.17 million liquidations were being wiped out, and short liquidations were 5.4 million. That goes with the 4 hour. As you can see, 4 hour, they calculate each liquidation for hour, 4 hour, 12 hours, 24 hours. And if we look at it here, the 24-hour rate in the whole crypto markets actually says that we had 136 million point 21 long traders have been liquidated, meaning that actually the market is favoring people who are doing shorts, people who are doing more of longs. As you can see, the numbers up high. So that should be a very good indication to your advantage, that to see how liquidation is. And it exposes the exchanges whereby it hits the number of highest liquidations, showing that we have Binance, Bybit, OKX, Get.io, Hyperliquid. As you can see, all of these exchanges, they show us how many people have been actually liquidated, and you can see the total, and you can see which division, long, short, and you can look at more of the total liquidation chart that shows how the liquidations have been going. And this is very important to know how liquidations have been doing. And you can also not only check up on BCT, but you can check up on all the cryptocurrencies. As you can see, we have Bitcoin here. In the first hour, 1.51 million people were liquidated on the long side, and on the short side, 1.63 million were liquidated on that side. So it goes with different time frames, goes from 1 hour to 24 hours, and you can check up on a lot of cryptocurrencies we're doing. As you can see, Solana has 1.0 million liquidations here, and on shorts you got 246.49k that has been liquidated. So this helps you to track what is the mood of the markets. If you see that so many liquidations are happening on short, then that means that longs have been the longs are thing to go with. Because if you see a lot of liquidations on short or long, then that means that the market is doing it's favoring one side than the other. If it's short, the liquidations are high, if the liquidations are high, then that means that the market is not doing well for that particular category. If you're going long and you see that no, it's going long, but now liquidations are high in terms of long. But if you look at the shorts are now less, then that means that the market favors more or less of the short traders. Just to break that down, as you can see, guys, that's how the liquidity heat map helps as a pro trader. This is a tool that I advise everybody to have, and it has so many brilliant things that you can get here, so much information that a trader needs to know. And I would love you guys to use this app and take note of this perfect tool. Thank you so much for your time. This is Vibes from Pearl and Crypto. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment.